Naeem Hines, his first carry. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Second down, Prescott. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
46, 46. Switch, is right. 46, 46.
Prescott from the gun. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher for guys trying to get to the football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott looks to throw on first. That's complete to Darboh. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. A first down throw for Prescott. He's got that one complete to Darboh. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, and he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Khalil Mack in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jack Doyle, 38 yards. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Let's go. We're on the ball after this.
Now the former Oregon man, this is Kenyon Barner. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now it's Trubisky. Wide open receiver, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big 30-yard play on third. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. A little dump off for Crowell. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a third down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Now Trubisky. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. And Gold is able to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And here comes the Texans now. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Let's go, let's finish now. Let's go, let's finish now.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Go, 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 get out there, get out there.
Right back to him on first down. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out.
Let's go. Let's finish now. Let's go. Get that. Let's go. Get out. Get out. Sweat. Sweat to the 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Sweat. Sweat to the 8. Here we go. 46. Here we go. 46. 46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking left side, he's got a man. It's Doyle. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's go. Let's finish now. 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Prescott now on 2nd down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. It's a keeper with Prescott. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. Now a toss play. It's Hines. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Nyheim Hines punching it in from a yard away. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They go play action with Trubisky. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. It's a big conversion on third for the Colts. 46 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Lock in.
Now a first carry for the backup, Isaiah Crowell. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. On second down, here's Trubisky. Now he'll escape to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
Hey, 18.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now out comes Houston. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Woo. 47. Switch. 26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
It's coming now. Let's go. Let's finish now.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Here we go, 46. Done.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. The Texans on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Prescott. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Khalil Mack in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. Now Trubisky lost the football, but I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were, and so possession will remain with Indy.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And this will be taken at the 13. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Here you go.
Here's Hines on a toss play. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back in.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Khalil Mack getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Red, up!
On second down, Trubisky. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Red's up! Red's up!
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
47.
A second down throw for Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Looking deep now for McCoy. He's got a man. Complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 39 that time.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Prescott to throw it. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, a 22.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Here we go, 46. Hey, 47. Here we go, 46. 26.
Prescott. can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Daniil Hunter. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, 46, 46. 46.
To throw is Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And McManus able to put it through, and that will get the lead up to 14. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
It got his man complete. A gain of 32 that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to take a shot for the... And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Julio Jones. 27 yards, and the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now it's Hines. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They go back to Murray on first down. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
This is Hines. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
On first down, Murray. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Final minute now of the third quarter. Again, it's Murray. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Making the stop there, Daniil Hunter. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
46.
So that'll back him up 5. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game.
46.
Throwing, Prescott. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They begin with a run by Crowell. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, This intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And that's caught inside the 30. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Trubisky on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Josh Hawkins with a pick. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
46. 46.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They run with Hines, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Prescott from the gun. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No 1st down.
Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They give them a gain of 37.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Trubisky. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Now Trubisky to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception. They
begin the drive with Hines. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Houston. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Here's Trubisky. Forced out to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Escaping the pressure right. And he will find a man here as Thomas comes open. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now it's Trubisky. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
It's a gain of 5. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Rhett Ellison, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Gold now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, 47. 26.
And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
You go 46, 46. Gun. 26.
Throwing here, Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Tyreek Hill, 39 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Colts coming out now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because they're going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everybody.